We drive to Glenmaddon the next day. By road it seems a great distance, all the way east to Bonner Bridge, and then westwards again, up the wooded glen. At the huge security gates at the edge of the estate, I speak to an intercom, and the barrier slides open with a clang. As we drive up to the big house, I point out to Pivy and Tanka the hill where I saw the bears on my first visit. As I do so, I realise it's on the west side, in the general direction of the croft, appropriately enough. I'm not sure how pleased Luke Restill is to see me. It's been a while since our paths crossed. He stretches out in his armchair as if he would rather be rowing or riding, and surveys the three of us with some suspicion, while telling us the story of his acquisition of the large Highland estate, and the creation of what he terms a wildlife reserve containing all of Scotland's original predators. It's clearly a well-rehearsed and often told story. He begins to relax as soon as we establish that he and Tanka have mutual acquaintances in land management. They both spent several years in Poland in the post-Soviet era and worked with some of the same people on conservation of traditional hunting forests. Tanka imitates one particularly dim district forest officer's insistence that beavers are only good for hats, and Luke laughs and slaps his thighs. Having established that the Finns are friendly, he turns to me. From his questions, he seems to assume I'm a government employee, and thus potentially a thorn in his side, despite my role in the bear reintroduction study. But when I mention Romania, he sits up and takes notice. "Of course, you know Skatsia," he says. "You told me that last time we met. Have you seen him recently?" I tried to get him to visit, but he said he won't come. Said he's nursing a broken heart as a result of some Scottish woman. It's not you, is it? I hope I'm not blushing too hard. I tell him I've not seen Peter for a year, and that I'm officially on the staff of the Trondheim Institute of Environmental Sciences, but currently on a kind of sabbatical. He looks a bit suspicious. "What do you think about the Ecological Restoration Act?" he asks. Well, obviously it was good news for lynx, but I was really gutted by how far short it fell from what we really need. He nods. "Absolutely. Toothless nonsense."